Welcome everyone to a whole new kind of customer webinar, our Channel and Chill special that talks about binge-worthy best practices. And it's an partner original series starring yours truly, Trevor Burnett, the Director of Product Marketing here at Partner. We hope everyone is safe, healthy, and comfortable out there. All right, let's go ahead and push play on this series so you can sit back, relax, grab a bowl of popcorn, and enjoy. First, let's start off by recognizing who's watching this series, or at least should be. It's our network of amazing channel chiefs, folks in marketing, specifically partner marketing, and of course the sales team members who work with the channel. Really, it's anyone who's an partner customer in any way. All right. For the purposes of this presentation, I'll go ahead and select channel chief. All right, so episode 1, the part of the show that sucks you in and makes you want to keep watching, or at least I hope so. As you can see in the series description, analysts have long said that for every dollar you spend on PRM, you're going to get $10 in productivity in return. So with the common theme of resource strain across the globe, it's more important than ever to leverage the tools that you have available in your PRM platform to maximize your efficiency while leaning more and more on your partner ecosystem to continue to bring in revenue. And for our first episode of this series, we're likely all working from home these days, which I'm playfully calling your bunker in the title of this episode. And right now it's absolutely critical that you take care of your channel partners so they can take care of your customers' urgent needs. I've seen article after article mentioning this point, so I felt it was important to start our special webinar series with a discussion of communicating with your partners using the tools that you all have in your core PRM platform as in partner customers, along with a few ideas that use optional or additional tools that we have available. All right, so let's go ahead and click play on this episode and dive into it. All right, first of all, it's super important to make your content machine real time. During this unprecedented time, clear and consistent communication is more important than ever. Partners need to know exactly what's happening with your company and your products so they're able to communicate accurate and updated information to end customers. Flex those CMS skills of yours and make sure that you have at least the homepage updated on a regular basis. Next is automate without sacrificing personalization. Hopefully you're all very familiar with our powerful segmentation engine that's built into the foundation of our partner PRM that allows you to personalize every piece of content that you share or communicate with your partner community. Use it. Just like Netflix filters out content that you don't care to see based on your profile, you should do the same for your partners so that everything they see in the portal is relevant to them and they don't have to filter through a mess of irrelevant or unwanted content to find what they need. Automate the messages with the workflows. A common recommendation we give to set up a workflow is automatically send an email to any partner that hasn't logged into the portal for a certain amount of time. And I'll show an example of that a little bit later. But also err on the side of over communication. I've seen that advice from a lot of other publications and it's definitely true. Don't solely rely on automated communications, obviously. You're going to want to add important new information to the portal, send out a push notification, email an alert to everyone that is able to see that message, post on social media, whatever methods that you have to be able to reach out and communicate to your partners, but always drive the traffic to a single portal location for the full details. So you're not putting everybody in different areas and messing with your traffic. And we're living in uncertain times, and the more you can put the minds of your partners at ease with constant, relevant, and honest updates, the more trust and loyalty you're going to build with not only the partners, but with customers and prospects that they manage for you. And I've seen example after example of customers or companies, that do that in the right way with the appropriate level of understanding and humanity, and they really are able to turn a tough situation into a positive that wins over customers and really sets them apart, and with not only customers, but anybody that does business with them. All right, so also as I mentioned, you need to keep that content on the homepage up to date, either with a special box or section, or you can leverage the activity stream widget that we have available that's included for free with any PRM subscription. You can leverage push notifications, as I mentioned, in addition to any email or homepage announcements. And so really, whether you do the homepage section to always have the latest news, something that your partners are going to be able to use muscle memory and always go to and know where to go exactly to find the information they need. And the push notifications can be a great place to do that, just like Netflix has in their interface on the top right with the bell icon. It's become a very standard way of adding personalized latest news. All right, so a great way to use your communication is to also help reactivate partners, as I mentioned, with one of those automated workflows you can do. And if somebody isn't logged in for a while, then let them know that you miss them and want them to visit the portal and remind them of a few things that they're missing out on. And the good news is we have a playbook. Our professional services team can help you out with that. And you can ask your partner rep for details, as we have a lot of different ideas and different campaigns to help out, and we've set a lot of those up already. All right, so you can use workflows to automate messages, for example, to the inactive partners, try to keep them engaged and aware of all the latest information, like I mentioned. So first, you need to decide what defines inactive to you. Is it no login, haven't accessed downloaded an asset for a while, no deal reg, whatever it may be in the last however many days? Most commonly, the main metric is portal login, since that's the main way that everything else is accessed. So it's the base case there. You can set up workflows to auto alert either the partner user or an internal contact, or both, when the criteria for inactivity is met. And if none is set currently, you can run an easy report to find that inactive audience based off of the criteria you've decided, and then leverage any partner marketing tool that you have to send off that message in a manual format. All right, so the common example that shows off the platform's capability is the automated email if partner hasn't logged in for X amount of days. In our demo system, we have it set up for 30 days. So I took a screenshot of our demo system and how that is set up in case you want to leverage that example. I always find it easier to work with examples instead of trying to reinvent the wheel per se. And then if they still haven't logged in, we send an internal alert if it's been a week since we sent this alert to the partner, to try to get the channel manager to call them up or try other ways to reactivate a partner, or at least let them be aware that that person hasn't engaged for a while. So you can set the trigger to automatically set the user's profile to inactive also. After 6 months, if they haven't logged in, then automatically mark it as an inactive profile, just to keep your records up to date. A lot of great things you can use with these workflows to automate the mundane, so to speak, of these day-to-day things that you don't want to have to run manually. And again, these are just a few ideas to hopefully get the creative juices flowing for how you can automate some useful activities to keep things humming along so you can focus on more strategic issues with your partners. All right, so now let's look at a couple of advanced communication options that you can leverage. Talk briefly about a few optional modules the partner offers. And for those of you that have News on Demand as a tool for your partner channel management platform, make sure you're using it to keep partners informed and using the segmentation features to communicate specific information to specific groups. We're drinking our own champagne here with this solution, as it's powering our Partner In Touch newsletter that I have pasted here, an example of the last version that I got. Hopefully everybody is reading this on a regular basis. But for those of you that may not be aware, News on Demand allows you to create dynamic newsletter content by authoring each article on its own and then combining them into a newsletter launch for those that are published and ready. And on the partner or user side, they can modify which topics they want to see each time the newsletter goes out. So instead of an opt-in or out all at once, they're able to dynamically choose which topics they want to see every time a newsletter is sent out. So with this, you're going to want to acknowledge the rapidly changing environment. As I mentioned at the top, there's no escaping that we're in uncharted territory, and it's important to acknowledge that in your communication with your partners and address head-on how you're handling it on a daily or weekly basis, and provide targeted messages to the right audience. This newsletter tool is powerful in that it allows you to segment when authoring each article, in addition to the partners filtering their preferences like I talked about, so they can see only what they're interested in. All right, you can allow for different messages from different avenues. A big advantage in authoring the content this way is you can invite different departments to append their content at their pace, and each approved article can be queued up to be included into the next version. And it really cuts down on the content creation headaches by removing the roadblocks of the traditional static newsletter. Okay, the other advanced tool that many of our customers have is in partner marketing, which allows you to take control of your two partner marketing needs. And while the base PRM workflow emails are transactional or responsive in nature, it's based off of a partner does something, or in the case of the inactive alert, they don't do something, they're not logging in, but it's portal related, right? And partner marketing is your standard map tool or marketing automation tool, which that your marketing team uses is what a map is, but you're able to own in partner marketing as a channel team. So you can own sending out all of the channel communications and not require the permission or resources of another team outside of your group. So you can avoid the backlogs of what other departments are working with and just control all of your communications yourself. So we advise our customers to use in partner marketing as an enhancement of your core PRM tools. For example, when you add a new asset or important note on the portal homepage, for example, send out an email from in partner marketing in addition to the push notifications and social alerts and any other ways that you're using to point all of your partners to that new content you posted. And since it's an enterprise level map, you can do great things on the recruitment and onboarding and nurturing side of things, such as the 30, 60, 90 onboarding campaign example that I'm showing this screenshot here on the slide. And this is set up in our Action Studio area of a partner marketing tool. And as you can see, it's a nice visual layout of the campaign flow and different options that you can add at every step. Okay, so the key takeaways that we covered in this episode are the three things listed here. It basically says that many channel experts are now saying that it's more important than ever to leverage your partner ecosystem to help you through these tough times ahead, which means it's critical to get everyone on the same page and comfortable with your plan of attack and any changes you are making as a company. This is a key moment for you as a company to have a chance to stand apart from your competition and handling the situation better than them and build additional loyalty and trust with your partners as you're open and you trust them to be the face of your company at the local level. Is everyone still awake? I hope so. So go refill your popcorn and drink and get ready to watch episode 2. Or if you're taking a break and wanting to consume this 3-part series like a fine wine, contact your partner rep for more information about this or any other topic. And maybe head up the forum at Partner Nation to talk about the items discussed there. We view all of you, our customers, as a partnership. We're truly interested in your success and want to help you take your channel program to the next level. But you're definitely going to want to watch the next part of this series. You won't believe what happens next.